All we'll do is come in, pasteurize the milk, put the milk after it's pasteurized, put it in the vat, and do what we call ripening it. Ripening is starter culture, gently stirring it. Then after that, the next step is to set the vat with rennet. So we add a rennet there, and that makes it look like a jello, almost like it turns milk into jello, just like you see jello in a bowl. Then we cut it with these knives, up and down knives, cut it in small square cubes. Then we cook it for about usually 35 to 50 minutes, somewhere in there, depending on the milk itself. After that, we drain the whey off slowly, and when you see the curds in the bottom like that, we go through a matting process. There are different techniques. That's the technique for cheddar. If you were going to do like a Monterey Jack or Colby, you wouldn't mat it. You would just salt it and then put it in blocks. But when they get to the vat, and then after we salt, we put them up here on the table and we bag them on block. It's usually about a 5 to 5.5 hour process making one vat of cheese.
Our dairy farm in '94. Before that, my husband worked in the woods, and he used to help on his grandfather's farm. And my family farm was homesteaded in 1918. My grandmother and 5 cousins came up and homesteaded 80 acres next to each other. And there was no roads. They built a road out to land, and it was all wooded. So they each helped each other clear the each other's 80 acres and build barns. And then that farm came up for sale in '94. And I didn't want to leave the land.
If they just started up and they asked if they come to our market, we didn't think we'd ever get a cheesemaker.
Oh.
And Virgil's the cheesemaker, and he often comes.
You know, farmers are struggling. Dairy farmers are struggling. A lot of them had been struggling over the years. He'd probably been with us 1 year, and he decided to learn to make cheese. The place that he makes cheese is a converted semi-trailer. Has a big window in it and steps up so you can look in and watch.
Our pet cow is the Jersey that we started with. She became our label cow. And the gingerbread is because Jerseys are generally gingerbread colored. And because it was going to be very small, we wanted something that would connotate homemade. And also, old farmhouses like ours often have ornate gingerbreading with architectural features. And there's some of that gingerbreading on our label.
This milk comes fresh from our farm. It's not like 10 farmers together. It's one herd, one food source, and it comes directly, very fresh. Usually, sometimes the same day, from the farm to the factory, we finish it here.
So it's all been, it's all stainless steel, and it's all been
But it's a small operation.
created.
So if he's going to make a lot of cheese, he's got to make a lot of batches.
And so he uses milk from the dairy farm to make his cheese. And he makes the best cheese.